gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to be putting on Chunks' new suspender boots that he's only put on once. So, I'm going to need a gorgeous animal. Can you instruct me where I can find a gorgeous animal? Can you hop up on the fridge? Hop up there. Hop! Hop! Look at that athleticism. So, I need to adjust this camera here. There you go. Make it live right now. Of Chunks having his suspender boots put on. Am I in the shot at all?
No, half.
Half? Is that better?
That's better. Alright, Lucas, get out of the way.
So we got these suspender boots we got from Amazon. And first thing I noticed is that the grip is on the wrong side of the boot. So they're ice skates on the other. Anyways, yeah, it took a month and a half longer than it needed to get here. But it's as simple as, once you get them set up, you just slide them over his head. Hey, you want to go outside or do you want to not listen? Hello? There, see? How hard was that? It's like, I don't know, these are kind of weird. Now, they're cheaply made.
Real good.
I definitely, they're definitely cheaply made. Hey! You're trying to put your boots on! Come here! Hop, hop! Where are you going? Shut up! Let me see this pot. So you slide these on. But the original boots are a little bit small. So these ones are okay. Let me see this one. You want to just don't wear those on? Take this other one. Head this way, especially when you see these back legs. These are kind of the same. They're literally like chaps for dogs. Alright. Can I tighten this? You want to try to put this on here? Okay, turn this way, head over this way, head that way. Your head has to go that way. Why are you just relax? I'm trying to finish putting the last boot on. Why are you sitting down now? Come on, get up. Head that way. There we go. want to cinch him up, you can. So no snow gets in, but he doesn't need that. Just look at him. Alright, go back that way. Off on the couch. Go on the couch. Go, I don't want you jumping in those yet. Here, go. Come on. Come on. Come on, let's go. Yeah, come on, jump down on that. He's just like, I don't know about this. Come on. Come. There you go. Your little like. Looks like he's got chaps on. Are you ready? This is gonna be interesting to watch him run. Look at that. Trying to get a good live here.
Look at him in those things.
They look like houseless chaps.
Yeah.
Chaps for dogs.
That's the chaps for dogs, yeah.
So it's to stop the snow from. But like, look at the grip. It's upside down. It looks like.
Oh, yeah.
You can't turn it any other way.
It looks like something you fucking wear.
Yes. That's what we're going for. 6-wing. He's not too bad. Are you leaving? Okay. Chunks, come on. Come on. Oh, I forgot to put your harness on. Come on, your harness. We gotta get your harness. Come on. Hey, who am I talking to? Let's go. I forgot to put his harness. Come on. Come on. Now you don't like walking in them? Come on. Yeah, you gotta put your harness on. You got your harness. I forgot to turn. Yeah. Try to do this one-handed again. Right perfected it. The one hand. No, just give me a second. I might as well do it with my shoes since I put the camera down. Alright. Taking the gorgeous animal for a walk. Because he needs it. I guess they work-ish. What's better on your feet? swallow. Look at this guy. Over here. Let's see what he's like when he hits the park side here and gets the run. They don't really look that good, to be honest. They definitely fit around his feet nice, these boots, but they look like they wouldn't have much traction. Okay, go! He's literally slipping around. That's hilarious. Poor guy. But the reason why I got these was because the other ones that I have, they're better padded, they're leather, they won't freeze his feet or nothing. But the snow would get in over the top and pack down the boot. I'm like, man, that can't feel good. So these ones are a bit higher. You can go into deeper snow with them, and his feet won't freeze. But the traction on them is the wrong way. There's a lot of things that are wrong with it, but hey, what can you do? Man, made the most delicious, I don't even know what to call it, because it's literally squash, beets, carrots, cabbage, chicken, beef, all like into like a pan and baked with everything in it. So delicious. That's what we had before we come onto this walk here, but there you go. Let's have a little look-see as to what the doctor is doing. What's been really crazy is, yeah, he doesn't have much traction in those, but his feet look a lot more comfortable. What a beautiful day. Well, you can't wipe your feet anymore. No grip. No. What a beautiful day. I guess there are a lot of you out there that are like, oh, it's the new year. New you, new me. That means that none of the other years have you been thinking about how you wanted to be different this year. But, see, I think there's a trick that's been played on all of us. And a lot of people will probably go, Jack, crazy. There's no way that could be possible. But for some reason, one day on one of these walks, something was like tickling the curiosity within my inner self as to why do we celebrate on the 25th of December as being this day that God was created or whatever, like the sun or whatever. You know, there's a lot of stories. I don't want to get too deep into it, but why do they celebrate on that day? Anyways, so why did they have it on the 25th? And I looked up that, you know, numerologically, the 25th is a number of regeneration, focusing on inner spirit, and a bunch of other things, right? And I know this went from a video talking about putting on boots for the dog. Now I'm talking about the new year. And here you're probably wondering why. Why? Because you got people, oh, did one of the boots slip off? I think it did. How did it slip off? Look at it, you can see it like running behind him. How did the front one, this poor animal, he's gonna freeze to death. Look at this, these are garbage. Hang on. I gotta somehow do this outside. Let me see your foot. Put it back in there. Just 1 second. That's cheap product. What a cheap product. Seriously? Can you do this so it doesn't slip off? Wait, come here. Sorry, I can't hold the phone and do this at the same time. The dog's life could be in jeopardy. Okay. I'm gonna put those boots back on. Okay, you can go now. See, they're all messed up, those boots. They got the tread is on the wrong way. It's silly. It's silly how they made those boots. Silly how they made those boots. So, long story short, why do we celebrate on the New Year? New Year's in December, and why do we celebrate Christmas on the 25th? And I feel like when I was asked this question as to ask why, think about it. Like take a minute to think about it. Does it make any sense for the New Year to begin in a cold, desolate month where, there's no vegetation? Look, the trees, there's nothing on there. Right? Wouldn't the new year start when there's life, new life? That would make sense, right? If we were to use common sense, of course. But, that's kind of tucked into the jacket. It's a little cold on my fingers. Anyways, so why are we celebrating it on this day? And something was like, well, what's the darkest day of the year? 21st of December. So then you go the 22nd, the 23rd, 24th, he rose again on the 5th day, the 3rd day, right? So the next day would be the 25th. No, that doesn't add up. That's 4 days, not 3. Well, they never tell us what time he was born. Anyways, long story short. So now the rising of the sun god, however you want to call it, which in a way is kind of interesting because if it's the darkest day on the 21st, it starts rising again on the 22nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So the sun starts getting to a higher point in the sky where we get more hours of daylight. And that's what they base the new year off of. But what doesn't make any sense is, okay, if you're going to base the new year, why wouldn't you start it on the 21st? If it's a new year, new sun, right? Now, the interesting thing about all this is if you actually take this concept that people talk about as there being 13 months and not 12, you're like, well, how can that make sense? How can you add an extra month in there? And I'm like, so the first lie that was ever told to man was there's 365 days a year and not 364. Because there is only 364. If you count from a certain day to that same day the next year, you'll end up on 364. They keep telling us it's 364. Oh, there's leap this, leap that. Well, we never needed that when there was 13 months and 28 days in a month, right? The turtles even kind of show a map of that on their back as to there's only 12 months in 13 months in a year and 28 days in in a month, which is kind of weird. A turtle would have that on their back, but there's always similarities in out in the world, right? So now fast forward to the fact that we celebrate after March 28th, right? What day would it be? The Day of the Fools. April Fools. By the way, it's the new year. That's how they celebrate New Year's. On April Fools. But, figured I'd make that video for you guys. Just to kind of debauchle the brain a little. And, made this video of walking Dr. Chunks with the suspender boots. Where is the most gorgeous animal? Most beautiful thing I can't believe exists in the world. Unbelievable. Look at this guy. Okay, they're holding. The boots are holding. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, you gotta watch out for him though, because you can't stop. There's no traction in those things. But he looks comfortable in his running with them. I just don't want him to get hurt. Look, yeah, the traction's good on that one. The other one's off. The two front ones are backwards. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for watching. I'm going to put my hands back in my pocket. There's a nice sunset happening in the background there. Then I'm going to enjoy the rest of the night. Do the same.